So that reminds me of my youngest, most feral. I didn't think I was raising a Karen, but I got
Oh,
an entire screed this morning about how let me see if I
no.
can verbatim repeat it. Is Donald Trump the manager of America? Yes, I guess you could call him that. Did he not promise to fix our economy? Because we can't get crab legs. They're still too expensive, and this is a travesty. So could you please can someone why did you vote for him? And I was like, well, you don't know who I voted for. Okay, well, if you voted for him and we still don't have crab legs every week, it is a travesty. What about those eggs? And I was like, I glad to see you passionate about politics and crab legs. Please send all of those thoughts into Doge, I'm
Uh,
sure.
I'm sure they'll get your crab legs cheaper.
Yeah,
Gosh.
he was like, I thought everything was supposed to with the economy was supposed to be better now. And I was like, me too, son, me too.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. Oh,
Well, sad to say that my son's logic was actually stronger than this grown ass man's logic.
well.
A tourist's dumb decision nearly cost him his life in a crocodile enclosure.
So
It
what was he doing in a crocodile enclosure, Mo?
well, it looks like he wanted to hug an alligator and learned that calling them swamp puppies does not actually give them puppy-like qualities. It was a translation error. He's like, "They're swamp puppies." And he's like, "Ooh, puppies."
I'm just imagining this guy going, well, you know, it could be a swamp puppy. I mean, it might be transitioning. How dare you misgender this?
So, shocking video shows the moment a tourist stupidly climbed into a crocodile enclosure to pose for selfies. That's it. You deserve your Darwin Award, sir.
Yeah.
How do you not choke on your own spit or drown on it? This is just a question asking for a friend.
He was
Now,
transitioning. Now he's turned into the one-armed man.
the brainless visitor was 29, and thought that the 15-foot reptile was a statue in a zoo in the Philippines.
Oh,
So,
nice.
I don't even know that it was a translation error.
No, it was just a look. It's so still. It must be a statue. Let me climb over this fence. It says, "Do not climb over this fence."
Shizzy, do you generally have chain link fence around your statues? Now, I do with my toilet bowl planter because my HOA are assholes, but I mean that's a legacy from my Hillchuck ancestors, and
I'm
you know,
just Mo's house probably has the spikes that come out of it so people don't pee in the corners.
well, I mean, look, I'm not saying if I win the lottery, I'm investing. Look, I have a flat roof. I'm getting like 5 of them, American Gladiator tennis ball cannons.
Oh gosh, yes.
It's Motop Korean,
I love
rooftop
it.
Mo. Just,
Rooftop Mo. I love it.
just
I
like,
love
"Oh, that douche in the green golf cart. You shouldn't be a
it.
giant douche when you have a really noticeable color."
Oh, and just tennis balls, just nailing them, or
Yeah,
golf
tennis
balls.
ball.
Every
No,
other
I
one
don't
is like
wanna
a
I just wanna injure their pride, not their body parts, because I don't know how those'll in civil suit land, I'm pretty sure pride.
Pride doesn't weigh as much as the.
Because they'll be like, "Did you yell, 'I am Motastic' from it with a leather or with a spandex unitard in a sweatband and pelt him with some tennis balls?" And I'll be like, "Hells yeah. Do you wanna come over and try, judge?" And he'd be like, you know, I think I need to see this just before I rule. And I'll be like, okay, Judge Zilla, let's go. There's that douche right there. He voted against you in city council. And he's like, I am the judge.
I'm just picturing one piece.
Look,
now how do I get out
really
of this
realistic.
thing?
Some people have real realistic bucket list. I have, being able to get in a unitard and out of it without, needing to go to the ER.
Or a pair of scissors.
Hey, the struggle is real. Women will tell you trying to get out of a sweaty sports bra. Look, Mr. Mo has walked in with me like this, and I'm like, I am stuck. And he's like, why didn't you text me? I was like, my hand is in the. I was like, do you want to live? Just help me get this thing off. And he's like, ew, it's all sweaty. I'm like, it's a sports bra.
My wife does the same thing. I'm seeing it. And it's just like stuck on her head. And she's like,
Shizzy, y'all should feel sorry for us. We look helpless. We look ridiculous. We've got our arm trapped by spandex and sweat and bound together with one boob usually hanging much further down than the other one.
Right. Well, that's the time that I take advantage of her.
Yeah, Mr. Mo. Thanks for that. I got one. No shit, Sherlock. The other one's still stuck. Could you help another sister out?
No, this one's just fine. I can only handle
I
one
got
at
it.
a time.
He's like, I'll just be your bra. I'm like, thanks.
Yeah, that's all you need is the wire cutting into you while you're trying to take it off.
So in the video, he is seen climbing over the chain link fence and wading through the water before pulling out his cell phone and grinning. Kind of like those famous last photos. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a full-grown female croc named Lele. Sir, you're never going to get Lele again once anyone of the female variety understands that you went willingly into a croc sanctuary to take a selfie. Well, she was not too happy with him invading her territory, so she sunk his fangs into his arms. The animatronics in New Disney World are amazing.
Disney would probably be more popular if they did have crocodiles inside those enclosures.
Hey, real life crocs would be better than Rachel Zegler. Changed my mind. Now, the gruesome footage shows the tourist screaming in pain as the animal claps her jaws around his arm. And me back there laughing. I'd be like, that's what you get, you idiot. Do a flip. Do a flip.
See if you could roll him around a few times.
I'd be rooting for, come on, Lele. Death roll. Death roll. Slay, queen, slay. No, you don't let a man come into your house and tell you what you gotta do. You go, girl.
Yeah, you take him.
I'm
you
on the
take
side
care
of
of
the
him.
croc.
Oh, you would.
She then grabs his upper thigh and flips him over several times. Lele is throwing down. In attempt to do a death roll.
So she got rid of the arm and then got a leg. Wow.
I mean, yeah, the drumsticks are pretty good though. I like them as the fried chicken part. Well, the tourist was reportedly trapped in the pen for 30 minutes before Lele's handler was able to stop laughing in order to free him. I added that part. He did bash Lele on the head with a piece of cement, causing her to loosen up her grip. Medics were able to wrap the visitor's arm and thigh in cloth to keep it from bleeding before he was rushed to the hospital. Again, I love that everyone is filming this.
Yes.
and Lele's handler's like, I'm on break and I'm union. Like, give me like 5.
This guy's sitting there. They're like, people are just going, you think I'm getting in here with this?
Yeah, he's like, help. I'm like,
people are waving at him. Hello.
Yeah. They're like, oh, wait, that's like Florida. Is he going to wrestle it? Like, they didn't know. They just thought it was part of the
show.
The horrific scenes were filmed by an onlooker at Kabug Mangrove Park and Wetlands Zoo on Monday. the tourist was walking around the area, then he saw a crocodile, which he thought was just a plastic fixture. Which I blame China for this because they're the assholes that keep like having, chow chow giraffes and pandas.
Yeah.
So no one, this guy probably thought this was a dude dressed up in an alligator suit. He's like, not again, China. Now, in case you don't know, but getting into an animal enclosure is a bad idea. I don't know
Yeah.
who needed this, but just in case, don't try to play with alligators.
The world's absolute first robot half marathon proves humanoid robots have a long way to go. Well, Beijing, we blame China again. They held the so-called world's first humanoid robot half marathon. Instead of putting humans to shame, the participating robots only showed off their weaknesses. Robotics companies, especially Chinese ones, have been so busy showing off their revolutionary creations, like SE01, a robot capable of mimicking a natural gait, Star One, the world's fastest robot, or Neo Gamma, an AI-powered humanoid butler. But a recent running event held in Beijing proved that they still have a long way to go. 2025 Beijing was a something whatever half marathon and humanoid half robot half marathon featured a special running lane for the 21 different robots registered to take part in what was marked as the world's first ever humanoid robot half marathon. It was supposed to showcase the huge progress made by Chinese robotics companies, but by judging some media reports, the event was a massive failure. It just kept falling down. It turns out some of the humanoid robots behave strangely from the start, spinning in place instead of following.
CP30 is like, I was not made to run. I am a procedural android. How dare you? I didn't run. And R2D2 is like, stop being such a bitch, you flamer.
Oh
Just
my
go,
God.
dude. Like, seriously, you're making us look totally dumb.
I need a video of this. It's a viral college shot during the race shows robots tripping and literally losing their heads as humans escort to scramble. They do have a video. Some robots started exhibiting signs of dementia, either freezing in place or changing direction and heading for the side of the course, despite their handlers' best efforts.
Would you call them robot wranglers or the undateables?
Oh my
'Cause
God.
actual footage of people trying to get me to run a marathon. Why does she have hair and a human face?
I want to go over here and help this guy.
Actual footage of Mr. Mo trying to get me to walk around in a store because I have to go through every aisle and then I get confused.
He's like,
Okay.
That was the little German one.
I want it though. It looks so fun.
Love it. That's what it's just like. It looks like someone in a suit. Oh.
Actual footage of Mo at Dollywood.
Wait, that one started vibrating. Watch. Its legs. Crap. Oh no.
This can only end greatly. Why does it have again the woman with the Smex doll faces killing me.
God. This event proves that humanoid robots are now used for comedy.
Let's be real. We know what the humanoid robots are there.
Oh my God. Oh, that is pure gold. It's
Well, I
like
guess I don't have to worry about Skynet for a while, but I will still be kind to my toaster because I see the writing on the wall.
The one appliance you can't make mad, the toaster.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
I love that they're all like
There's
as
more.
the designated slow jogger in like the basic training running group. You know that feeling when there are competent athletic people around you and you are bringing down the entire team. That is
That's me. That'll
That's
be
that
me
moment.
tomorrow when I'm doing a 5K.
Oh,
The slow
God
one.
bless you.
it's got a handle on it to pick it up.
That is me. I need a handle to pick. Never mind.
So
I'm
we need
just going to attach fans to my ass.
So we need to get like a whole pack for you for Dollywood to be able to keep you
Well,
afloat.
I am taking my new walker that is actually it keeps you standing more up straight
Yeah.
because apparently they assume that anyone who needs a walker is like 5'9" or 4'9".
Oh.
Oh my God.
So self-care is incredibly important, but this is it could only happen to Mo or this other person. A mom was horrified after she learned that she booked a full-service massage at a brothel instead of, massage envy.
I don't see the problem.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, self-care is self-care, and if you can get an O out of it too, why not?
Well, if you're going to a brothel, is it really self-care at that point?
Well, you're paying for it, so
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think brothels are known for freebies. Maybe there's like a 10 card though. Like if you get 10 hoes, you get your 11th on us. I don't.
Let me pull this card out of my wallet. I want to make sure you punch this.
This is my hoe loyalty card. Every parent knows that self-care can be hard to come by. With the daily grind of raising children, but one mom got more than she bargained for after booking a massage in Queensland. Could you give me the spa's name? For a friend. Now,
Mo
Sophie
just bought her
thought she was
tickets.
just heading for a regular massage parlor, only to discover that the business had some very unexpected services, well, a la carte, if you will. I found that this is a full-service brothel. I mean, maybe you can learn something around the world. I mean, ask for trips and tips. You get a massage and you spice up your marriage. There is a silver lining to every goof up.
Is there such thing as a half-service brothel?
they don't finish.
We get you sort of halfway there, but it's an okay finish, not a happy ending.
We get you started.
You have to go home and finish up.
Yes.
We don't like to clean up the mess.
That's on you, sir. You have to pay you have to make a deposit for
that. So taking to TikTok, Sophie recounted the hilarious mishap in, disbelief still over what was meant to be a relaxing outing. Well, I mean, did you have a full romp? Because you said it was supposed to be relaxing.
Yeah.
I just had a massage after the gym. Since then, I found out that it was actually in a full-service brothel. My neck was sore. In hindsight, there were some flags that were red and I should have noticed. The first one was that there was a woman asleep on a couch by a window. I thought she was just tired. She's really relaxed. These massages are great. She just couldn't even get to her car. She was so relaxed. Sophie continued, when it was about halfway through, a guy walked in and he was like, "Oh no, I'll go wait for that other person. And I was like, yeah, whatever. She's actually giving me a great massage. But then she didn't change the towel or the face thing or anything when I left. She was just like, out, next.
I'm starting to see the real problem.
Then finally, but significantly, she tried to pay through the little, like, card machine, and it was not working. She had to pay through Pay ID, and then she had to call someone to make sure the money went through. And they were probably confused why I, a woman, was there for a massage. It turns out that Sophie's not alone in her accidental brothel visits. Viewers were quick to share their own stories. How many brothels are there in Australia?
How many times
is this like
happen?
a common thing?
It must be.
I did this. My back was so bad, and my partner pulled up at a random massage place we saw. The lady gave me a lot of weird compliments and kissed my back, so that was weird. But, my back feels better. I still trust that more than a chiropractor, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Who decides I'm going to go to a random massage parlor today?
Who decides to go to a chiropractor where they do that?
Oh, I've gone to it. They're great.
They scare the hell out of me. Mr. Mo wants me to go, and I'm like, you're going to have to hold my hand and possibly restrain me, because I'll be real good until there's like, get on the table. And I'm like, I don't know you. And no, like, someone's going to have to trank my ass.
I will say that the first time I had it happen was scary. When they take your neck and they crack it, and I'm like, are you about to kill me?
Yeah.
Look,
because they're sitting there doing this number with it.
Yes.
Yeah, I think Christopher Reeves was a very brave man, but I don't want to have to blow into a little thing to move a chair forward. So,
not preferably.
So those people scare the hell out of me. Now, Mr. Mo swears by them, but I'm still like, okay, guy who's wearing Birkenstocks and shorts, why don't I just let you play with my spinal cord?
So you couldn't work at this massage parlor because you'd have to blow into a little thing to get the chair to move forward.
Look, it's bad enough the judge makes me do it to start the car, okay?
Well, we all have our trials and tribulations in life. Now, apparently, many people have done this. Once I was on a trip and decided I needed a massage and didn't realize at first that I had paid for a lady of the night. Again, they probably know what to do with their hands. So I'd say give them a shot. Yeah. Don't be so judgy.
Or two.
Look, you're paying for
as
the
I said,
anyway.
Tips of the trade, and you get a massage. Like, hey, honey, you want to try something I learned in massage class today? Tell me, as a husband, if your wife said, hey, you want to do something I learned about in a brothel today?
I would send Diva every day. Yes.
Yes. My husband would be like, you have never been more relaxed. I'd be like, oh gosh, what is it? Nancy with John Redcorn. She's having a migraine. Yes. Yes, I am.
She's having another migraine. She's over at John Redcorn's. I'm just watching for the FBI.
Look, Dale Gribble was the best character. Changed my mind.
He was.
He was. Yes, he was. Dale was awesome. A woman allegedly catches herpes virus by holding a karaoke mic too close to her mouth.
Was she singing the Divinals When I Touch Myself? Because that would have been fucking hilarious.
Oh my God. Yes. And it happened in China again, of course. To share the story
in the world.
Which usually causes cold sores around the mouth. 8 years ago in 2017, she visited a karaoke lounge in one of those places I can't pronounce and got a bit carried away during her performance. She started deep throating the microphone.
That's exactly how they got Michael Douglas too. Too soon, too soon. I don't know.
No, it's perfect. It's perfect.
Perfect timing. Sometime later, the tiny pustulent little blisters appeared around her mouth. Although they were painful and itchy, she didn't pay too much attention to them. They eventually went away. Only came back a matter of days, and this time the woman sought medical attention. Hopefully she hadn't been, working in the massage parlor.
She's like, I'm a masseuse, I promise.
I
I thought it
promise.
was massage envy.
I have to carry this virus for life. There's no medication available to treat it. There is only medication to relieve the pain, but the symptoms are recurring. The woman said she was certain she became infected with this. From the karaoke microphone, added that she had never had those before that. Swear I never had them before that.
So you have to ask yourself, this isn't the first time she's deep-throated the microphone at karaoke.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's disturbing.
But you would think with all the booze that you drink while doing karaoke in order to do karaoke,
right?
It would counteract.
You think he'd clean it off. Alcohol cures everything. Trust me.
True.
Yeah. Except, you can't have enough alcohol on your body after she starts kissing on you.
Well, I mean, she can just wear one of those veils. It'll be pretty. They're coming back in style.
Oh.
She can pretend she has the coof. Look,
But you
don't even need to see the mouth.
Here,
you
I'm
were
gonna put
talking
this
about
bag on your head.
there is something strange going on in Australia because a radio station has secretly used AI to host 6 months without anyone noticing. An Australian radio station has come under fire reportedly for using an AI-generated female host for 6 months without mentioning it before listeners started questioning her identity. Last year, Australia's radio network...
Because her boobs are off kilter and her neck's off center and her shoulders don't line up. I mean...
I think she's just leaning, Mo.
Well, no, but even with that, even with the lean, a lot of this is off proportion. Her boobs are much bigger than her frame. There's just a lot of things that are off proportion on her.
Her name was Thy. The young sounding...
every time I get a young Asian woman asking me if we want to be friends, I say yes on the internet.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm not going to play that. That's too long.
Are we surprised a fake AI host for a fake country? Come on.
Yeah. Thy's voice also reveals certain phrases like old school sounded identical when she uttered them across multiple shows. And, well, they had no choice but to admit the mysterious radio host was actually AI-generated software developed by a voice cloning firm 11 Labs. No mic, no studio, just code and vibes. There are no currently laws restricting radio stations from using AI-generated content during their broadcast, but the Australian radio network has been criticized for failing to disclose the use of AI. Who cares? Did you like the music?
Right.
Was the music good? Did she do her job? Did she do what you wanted to?
Well,
you would think.
Maybe that was just it.
Oh. If you're worried about being replaced by AI, then embrace it and learn how to use it. It's a tool, you morons. Just like, good Lord.
Yeah. I mean, and they're still going to need humans. I mean, we have been proven to be great batteries as per, the Matrix. So
exactly.
Yes.
I would show that Matrix video, but
yeah. Copyright.
Get me in trouble.
Well, some hotels leave you like fun folded up towels and different animal flavors or, and then some leave you chocolates. Well, this hotel person found, something else in her hotel room. A model noticed a weird smell in the hotel room and was shocked by what she found under the bed. No, not convicts, although, one can hope.
I was getting excited.
Bunch of men that haven't seen a woman in years.
Oh.
I mean, not everyone has my bucket list. A model was scared out of her skin after discovering a man hiding under her bed in her hotel room, which she detailed in a TikTok video with 4 million views. Now, I'm just going to throw this public service announcement out there for those of you gentlemen from different cultures that haven't met a hillbilly woman,
Ooh.
because don't do this in rural America.
No, you'll be
Because
injured.
if she don't get you, her male relations will, or her mom and them. Now,
Uh-huh.
y'all have clans. We have their mom and them. So, and that could be, and them could be everyone from the, postal code. We are not bound by, blood relation down here. So,
Well, the chances
I
of you
wouldn't
getting
try
out
it.
of there without her seriously harming you, especially a
Yeah.
good hillbilly woman, yeah.
No, it's kind of like that gator. We do have, cement block and a Corvair in our front lawn to kind of at least give a warning to people. But I wouldn't try this in rural America.
The no trespassing sign is implied.
We even paint our bedposts purple, okay? How our husbands know. We just tie a purple ribbon out there and they're like, oh, no trespassing. Okay,
Oh, I'm sleeping on
thank
the
you.
couch. Ain't gonna be no hunting tonight.
Nope.
Nope.
I found a strange man under my bed. Natasali Tasky said in a clip in which she described this spine-tingling encounter which occurred on a solo trip to Japan. Are we shocked?
No.
The
It was Max
bombshell who lives
Murrah.
in Thailand.
Was it Max?
Max comes popping out. Hello.
Hello.
I am your welcoming person. I'm going to tell you everything that you never wanted to always know about Japan.
Exactly.
And 4 days later, she's like, I would just like to leave my room. Like this, I've learned really, really cool stuff and I'm super stoked, but could I see Japan now?
And I'm starving.
Max feeds
Now-
you really well.
This model currently lives in Thailand, so I'm not sure why she's shocked by anything.
No,
Mm.
no, not
But
at
she
all.
explained that she had picked the land of the rising sun because she thought it was a very safe country. She stayed at the APA Hotel and Resort in Tokyo, which seemed like an ideal accommodation. The place looked legitimate. I had a key card, which gave me access to my hotel and my room. Why is she acting like this is news? This
And
is what we
everybody
call a
else.
Motel 6.
Right.
Exactly.
She's like, I'm bougie. They gave me a card. And I'm like, so did the Days Inn. Okay, sweetheart.
Well, it's better. It's better than in Thailand where she has the cement block with a chain.
Yeah.
You
This
have
is
to
your
return
key.
it back.
Probably.
It also goes to the restroom.
So she went out 2 days, and when she returned, on day 2 to catch some slumber after going to all the sightseeings and taking pictures of herself in front of the sites, as you need to do, she came into the room and she noticed there was a weird smell there. Racist.
She can smell the lotions
At
on the
fir-
hands.
At first, she thought it was coming from her hair or the bed sheets, but she then realized it was coming from under the bed. So, guys, again, public service announcement. If you'd like to stalk a pretty lady, be sure, not unsure. Or dear urine, I've heard is good too. I don't know, not being,
That's only Valhalla.
She's
That's
like,
the only one
True.
that works on.
She's like, I smell
Now-
this Axe body spray. I don't know where it's coming from.
Also Valhalla.
So when she went to take a gander and a sniff of what was under ye old bed, she saw a pair of eyes staring back at her. Now, I would like to say that I would not ever intentionally assault someone, but I would go into full on, middle school girl windmill mode,
Yeah. Stabby,
So,
stabby.
yeah, so the guy would be like, I was just there were dust bunnies. I'm a maid. And I'd be like, don't care. You have activated spaz mode. I saw a man under my bed and started to scream and jump to my feet, the startled traveler said. He then climbed from under the bed and stared at me for like 3 seconds. Do you exchange LinkedIn accounts at that point? Do you give each other your digits, or do you just Stare at him? No, no, I would have gone again, full spasm mode.
So your first question wouldn't be, so how long have you been under there?
I'd have been like, have you ever thought of deodorant? Dude. Like, that's where I would go first. My mouth would get me in so much trouble. I'd be like, are you latent French? If you're going to try to attack me, maybe I shouldn't smell you beforehand. Have you ever thought of deodorant?
Mo's got a weapon in each hand. One is a bottle of deodorant. The other one's a bottle of pepper spray.
Hey, I have seen the original Buffy, the movie. I have a lighter and I have some Raid. We are Rave. We are set.
Hey, that's just a good time right there. Can of Rave.
I mean,
and a
that's
lighter.
fun. That
Yeah.
the intruder then screamed and ran out of her room.
So the intruder screamed. I'm just
dishonor.
She screamed. He screamed.
We screamed. We all
People
screamed,
down the
and then we had
hallway
ice cream. So she did get a refund from the hotel for the over $600 she had paid for her stay. So there you go.
See, she
If
should
you
have just
find
read the
what
fine print. That was having a guest with you was included in that $600, obviously.
it's inflation.
Yeah, exactly.
What in the
You like that? The teen challenge?
Did he have a stroke?
No. So what he did as a 19-year-old youth has been getting attention for changing male beauty standards by only working out the muscles on one side of his body. It has been one of the most important judging criteria in fitness and bodybuilding competitions. It has long been generally accepted that symmetrical muscles development is paramount for an attractive physique. Now, a 19-year-old youth is challenging these norms by only working out muscles on one side of his body for extremely asymmetrical look. The Crooked Mon 10 took to TikTok by storm last year when he began documenting his looks minimizing journey by only working out the trapezius muscle on the left side of his body.
trapezius?
Okay, I don't know muscles.
I think it's the neck thing.
It is.
I don't know. I don't.
It's that.
I don't work out.
So is he a method actor for Richard the second or third? Or Quasimodo? Is Disney doing a live action remake of The Hunchback of Notre Dame?
Or is he challenging beauty standards by looking like he has Bell's palsy?
I mean, this is taking having one favorite hand a little too far. What he fails to tell you is he hasn't lifted a single weight.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
he's left-handed too.
Oh, Jesus.
This is my strong hand.
That's all he does.
What the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
That's all he does. Just works. He looks like a. Okay.
Science experiment gone wrong?
Yeah. All those studies have shown that when you train only one muscle, the effect is transmitted to the other side via nervous system, a phenomenon known as cross-education. In this case, one muscle is clearly a lot more developed than the rest, resulting in an asymmetrical appearance. The unusual look has sparked a fair bit of a controversy online, with many such warning the bizarre training regime could result in injuries and long-term health problems. He's not letting these warnings get to him, though. He's smarter than the rest of you.
Oh, of course.
If only I could be as smart and confident in my choices as a dumb 19-year-old.
Look, kids, if you're looking for a science fair project, this is not the way to go.
No.
Just saying.
No, that is really bad because all those muscles are pulling on one part of your spine. It's going to yank things in one way that you cannot.
Yeah.
Yep.
But he's smarter than all of us. He knows what he's doing. He read a book and he has a blog.
He has a blog. These bloggers, I don't understand it. I don't understand the whole blogger thing. I mean, sure, you want to, I do understand you want to show stuff out about your life, okay? I understand that. But showing stuff out about your life where you're like doing things like, what is it, Joey or Johnny Somoli or Sommelier or whatever, where you throw up and then lick it up off the floor. Just like, that's not intelligent. I
Well,
mean,
I guess I'm not having breakfast.
we are the Ozempic of the internet. We help you lose weight by finding the stories that make you not want to eat.
Well, he's going to be
working.
He's going to be sentenced in prison for what, 5 years in Korea. And then after Korea's done with him, Japan wants the second shot at him. So they'll probably put him in prison, or more than one shot.
He'll be sentenced to hiding under beds at hotel rooms in Japan.
He'd like that too much.
He probably
would.
This
moron. Good luck with you, sir. Your spinal and neck injuries are not my problem. And is he in the UK? So the taxpayers get to pay for his stupidity?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Woo!
I hope so. There's also someone called Neckzilla, the man with the thickest neck in bodybuilding. I don't care. I don't work out like that. I mean, if I'm going to go work out, I don't think about what muscles look at my traps or any shit like that. No, if I'm going to work out, I'm doing sit-ups, push-ups, the things I did in the military that got me in shape. I'm not sitting there going, oh, look at these muscles. Ooh, my muscles.
You don't wear those really ridiculous like string tank tops and stand in front of the mirror and go, oh, and then have a guy behind you going, come on, you can do it.
Yeah, that sounds like a gay
pansy,
movie.
pick it up.
That sounds like a gay movie. Just saying.
It does, but you'd be shocked at what goes on in weight rooms.
I probably would be. I know.
I don't know. I guess when I go work out, my focus is not, hey, how good do I look? It's, did I escape death today?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, speaking of escaping death or possibly not, I need male I need male explanation of this. WWE star, Hulk Hogan is concerning fans with this new look. What the actual flippin' flapjack is wrong? What in the Just for Men has gone wrong here?
Okay. Now, when Hogan turned heel and became Hollywood Hulk Hogan, he kind of did that thing, but his hair was still blonde and his mustache was still blonde.
Yeah.
This
is Jack Murphy level of
yeah it is.
Is this Crystal Hulk Hogan?
It's his final form.
Is this method acting Hulk Hogan? Because them are some Manson lamps right there.
Yeah.
Also, sir, you're fooling no one. If you are Hulk Hogan still, you could buy a human hair wig. That Party City one is kind of a travesty.
That's the thing. He could like trim all of it off, cut all his hair, just get rid of all of it, and he would be fine. He would still be Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, he could shave his head, and he'd still look good.
Yeah.
But the whole hiding the skullet thing, not so much.
Yeah. I didn't know if this is something that either of you two had planned for Dollywood, and I was going to RSVP no for it. Just giving you a friendly female advice that this is. We are at that time.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Mo in her final form once I moved to Florida. She is proud of herself too.
I misread that. I thought it said Cooter Cash.
That's one way to pay for the retirement home. She's from the Villages.
That would make more sense.
I thought it said woman 88 busted for Cooter Cash because we've been. Got it. Scooter.
Just a scotch off.
I was fully expecting a busted for professional services type thing. No, Scooter Crash.
She was working at the brothels, Gilf is a sub, section.
Oh.
Grandma, I'd like to
Find?
find.
Yes. Yes.
In another instance of gray on gray crime. I'm using that.
Gray on gray crimes.
That's it. I'm covering exclusively gray on gray crimes from now on.
Yes. Yes.
Golden Girls crime needs to be, highlighted. An 88-year-old woman is accused of fleeing the scene after plowing her SUV into a mobility scooter of a 77-year-old victim. Well, that's because she was a young bitch. She's like, I'm older and have better insurance.
That's right.
Wanda.
I like the Q-tip though. She looks awesome.
Pretty sure that's Blanche.
The victim was thrown from the electric vehicle and hospitalized for her injuries, so I shouldn't be laughing so hard, but
That's still funny.
Now, investigators say that Carolyn Zygrist was driving in the parking lot of her local Sam's Club in Clearwater around 7:30 a.m. Those are the early bird hours. So these two, look, someone got a Stanley Cup and someone didn't. You do the math.
Mm-hmm.
Someone got a Stanley Cup, the other one got a hubcap.
Carolyn, cops charge, struck Laverne Hampton's mobility scooter in front of, the Sam's Club with her Buick Envision. Now, could she see over the steering wheel? Because if the hair could, but she couldn't, I think that we just need to let Grandma go.
Fair.
Also, why does she still have her driver's license? Having been in two separate oldies when older people thought they were braking to park and they ran into the building.
I'm
just gonna say I don't feel safe.
Well, and I will say that one of my friends, his grandmother, she had one of those what was it? What was the cop cars from like the 80s? The
Crown
Vic.
Yeah, Crown Vic. Okay. So she had a Crown Vic and she drove 80 miles an hour everywhere that she went. I mean, it didn't matter, school zone, whatever. She just, and there's a stop sign on her street that she lived on. And she was hauling ass through there. And there's a cop sitting at the stop sign. And she's just, whoa, right through that stop sign. And he turns on the lights and goes chasing after her. She pulls in and, out. She crawls and she looks at her. She goes, what seems to be the problem? Because you just ran a stop sign. She's looked down. There used to not be a stop sign there. When did they put that in? He goes, it's been there longer than I've been living, lady. What are you doing? The best part was my buddy had a I think was it Mercedes or BMW? It doesn't matter. But the battery died on him, and he had come over to pick me up because I didn't have any transportation. Comes over to pick me up. The battery's dead. He was just like, I'll just call my grandmother. She'll come over and pick us up. And she doesn't have jumper cables. She doesn't even know where they're at. She comes pulling in. Like I said, she drives 80 miles an hour everywhere she goes. She pulls into this apartment complex and just squealing tires, comes pulling in. And oh my God, the doors are blasting through the speakers. And she's like, Chris, I can't figure out how to turn off this radio. It's just,
look, Paint It Black comes on. I want to push on the accelerator too.
There you go.
It was so awesome. Just like, I love that lady. She was the best. I mean, she turned us one night because I think we were heading out. This was whenever Freaknik first started.
Oh.
And we were getting ready to go to downtown Atlanta, and we didn't know that Freaknik had started because we only made it about like halfway there. We turned around and came back. But before we go out, she goes, you boys going out tonight? It was just like, he goes, yes, Grandma, we're going out tonight. She goes, well, make sure you got yourself some condoms because you don't want to catch the AIDS.
That's good advice.
I am going to start telling all of my children that before they leave, especially the teenage girls. You don't want to catch the HIV, wrap it up.
Don't be a
you don't want to be, not to be HI positive, but you don't want full-blown AIDS, so wrap it up.
And she looked a lot like this too, with the Q-tip top, just all.
I just have
Now,
a feeling she
accord-
never quite got the vehicle up to 88 miles an hour, which is what she really wanted to do.
Yeah.
She's like, that bitch tried to steal my man, and she tried to cut me off in bingo. I
That's
saw
what
an
it was.
opportunity.
The old grudge.
Jolene.
The police allege that, Carolyn did not stop to check on Laverne at all or exchange information. She's like, bitch, catch my AARP card as I throw it. She's like, AARP, bitch. Just
Was her name Shirley?
no, her name is Carolyn, and the other woman is Laverne. So
I would have been funny if her name was Shirley.
Yes.
It should have been Shirley.
they're like,
That would have
I'm the
been
Mary and you're the Rhoda. So 4 hours after the incident, the police arrested the retired octogenarian for leaving a scene of a crash involving a serious injury, a felony. Now, Carolyn was booked into the county jail and is scheduled for an additional court appearance this morning. Carolyn lives about 4 miles from the Sam's Club in a condominium that she purchased with her husband in 1987. Now, in 2023, she pled guilty to careless driving that resulted in a crash, and she was fined $166 for that.
That was her entire check. That's just wrong.
They find her twice her age.
My life will be complete because, look, I'm going to tell y'all, I may have a loose concept of gravity when I give the state my weight for my driver's license. So I just want one day, one cop to pull me over and say, 120 in your bra. And I'll be like, I love that movie. I'll be like, I'll allow you to give me a ticket just for that. You've made my day.
Oh, lovely. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
I think we've done the arrestee with their weapon or did we do?
Yeah.
Yes, because we.
That's one from
Yeah,
last
we
week.
did that one. They don't have a new one out this week?
Yeah. What in the hell have we done? Let's go. Oh, my mustache.
Oh, yeah.
What in the
Oh.
mustaches not allowed around school districts do we have here?
Oh.
Match the arrestee with their alleged crime.
Oh, jeez. I'm going to say one of the women has got to be the stalker.
Yeah.
And the identity thief.
Crazy eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both the women stalking, identity theft.
Yes, no.
Assault with a deadly weapon.
No, I think the guy in the middle.
Okay. Lewd and lascivious exhibition. I know who
guy.
I want to see nude, but I know who we probably will have seen nude.
See, I thought he'd be the identity thief guy because, I mean, come on.
No.
Well, I mean, who wants to be him?
Yeah, I would say the chick is probably the identity theft.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
All right. We got identity theft. I was right.
You were right.
Did I say? I said she was a crazy bitch. I'm telling you, she looked all innocent, so I was like, she's the deadliest one among them.
Yeah.
I was like Will Smith at Men in Black. I was like, little Tanya here has a calculus book in the hood.
You were right on the lewd and lascivious.
The identity thief. You got that one right.
Yeah, that was it. That's the only one we got right.
One day we will be better cops than. Well, actually, we're still batting better than Canton. So.
Facts.
It's very true.
Facts.
Very true.
Speaking of Canton, I am going to Baker Act myself. Now, you guys,
Jen.
I did not realize that I spent 3 hours on this, but I now have an idea for Mama Mo's neighborhood. Mr. Brennan, the head.
Oh, God.
He does have a puppet body that will be coming soon. I even got his bald spot, you guys.
Perfect.
So perfect.
Now, Mr. Mo was like, "So, how long did you spend on this?" And in true, honest woman form, I subtracted 2 hours to make myself not look crazy.
How long you been doing that? Oh, 3 hours.
He
Really?
was like, yeah, he was like, "Why? Why did what possessed you to do this?" And I was like, "Well, I thought it would be a really fun idea for something, and, true crime and crafting." But before I go, our final thing, final form Florida man, we have found him. I did show this yesterday,
Oh my
but
gosh. Barefoot.
a Florida tuxedo.
Oh.
Never in my wildest dreams.
We have seen final form Florida man.
I was hoping he would accidentally throw the cater into traffic.
I know.
Oops.
That bus right there. The RV just.
And I'd be driving past and it'd be my first trip to Florida, and I'd be like, did I just see a shoeless Florida tuxedoed man in full camo wrestle an alligator? And they'd be like, it's a Tuesday, ma'am. We need you to move on past, stop rubbernecking. I'm like, I'm from the Midwest. I don't even what did I just walk into?
Ma'am, you're holding up traffic. You need to go on.
Yeah, get on.
Wait about 5 miles, you'll see another one.
Oh my god.
Just no.
Oh god. No.
Well, thank you guys for joining. I am going to hop off of
Thank you.
here. You guys are going to be sent over to me and Broken Baker, and we are going to try to suffer through more Jen. We do have the wheel of excuses, to include holistically, and my husband reminded me I lied to the feds.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
that is exactly it, because it is. I've been doing the recaps on this, and oh my god, just like the insanity and White Claw Bev. Oh yeah, good job.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Like, look, I don't give out marriage advice, but stay away from women from Massachusetts, okay?
Yeah.
I think we have seen a bevy of Massachusetts women, and I'm going to say hard pass.
If I've learned anything from watching the entire first trial and then this trial up to this point, is that I want nothing to do with women from Massachusetts. No offense if you're a woman from Massachusetts in the chat, but sorry, the standard's been set. Yeah.
Yes.
Jen
Well,
Skeletor broke jaw.
Hey, Netflix's new adaptation of a female-led Skeletor is great. I just thought that Maria Shriver was going to be a sure pick. Bye, you guys.
Peace.
Peace.